going to work.
Yes, morning, start morning.
Vadim Lisi packed up his car and got ready for work. He's the deputy commander of the Sumy 3rd Regional Battalion. It's a group of several hundred territorial defenders who protect this leafy city in northeastern Ukraine, just 10 miles from the Russian border. If the Russians were to come in, this is the last line of defense before they enter the city. I met Vadim and his wife Olesa on the train from Lviv to Kyiv back in June. He told me about his life before the war started, his job running the family auto repair business, working for the regional government as a part-time administrator, and his passion for drag racing. Well, I met Vadim and his wife once again exactly a month later at their home in Sumy, where Vadim showed me their many trophies. A proud racer, now a proud Ukrainian soldier. The following day, Newsmax was given an exclusive tour of the Sumy 3rd Battalion Headquarters. This is a battalion command meeting where they're discussing logistics. They're discussing things like food supply. They're discussing issues as far as transportation and the evacuation of residents if the city, if the region comes under attack. When the war started, Vadim and other Sumy leaders helped form the battalion that fought the Russians during what is now called the Battle of Sumy. Newsmax was given these exclusive pictures and video of Russian prisoners and the front lines of fighting that lasted more than a month until Russian forces pulled out of the region and focused their efforts on the Donbass and southern Ukraine.
We want just to live. It's small city, beautiful city, good people. We want work, we want have a job, we want to pay tax for government. It's normal life, you know, we want this.
As the war rages in other parts of the country, Sumy is a contrast. Despite being so close to Russia, we did not hear any air sirens or the thump of artillery firing in the distance. Instead, children played in the city square and music filled the air. Perhaps they have a false sense of security. There are parts of the Sumy region, mostly the villages close to the Russian border, that do come under occasional Russian attack. Volodymyr, commander of the Sumy 3rd Battalion, who runs his own construction company and fish farms, said there's always the threat of another Russian offensive on Sumy. He said there's a need for more modern weapons and equipment, like helmets, body armor, and first aid kits, such as the one this volunteer medic showed us. This is really, it's all mostly from the United States. We were shown some of the weapons at a military outpost, the old Soviet guns like these AK-74s that volunteers were being taught how to clean and reassemble. This is where the soldiers go into those frontline positions. This is where they sleep. This is where they bunk down. The Sumy region shares 564 kilometers of border with Russia. That's about 350 miles, or essentially the distance of driving from, say, New York City to Richmond, Virginia. And it pretty much all looks like this. Rows and rows and fields of sunflower and corn as far as your eyes can see, along with rivers, lakes, and streams. At Volodymyr's lakeside cottage, the sound of perch flapping in the water was pierced by automatic gunfire at his makeshift firing range set along the rows of cornstalks. Dmytro Zhevetsky is the Sumy regional governor. I asked him how Sumy differs from other regions like Kharkiv, Zaporizhia, and Kherson that remain under so much threat. He told me Sumy has a strong Ukrainian culture, making it hard for any pro-Russian sentiment to take hold. Back in town, as life carries on with some semblance of normalcy, even dare I say peace, Vadim told me he hopes the day will come once again that the only rumbling he hears is not of military vehicles chugging through town, but his Harley Davidson as he rides home to his family. In Sumy, northeastern Ukraine, John Huddy, Newsmax.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group. But first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no fee for life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373, 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.